Alrighty, boys. That's all the Russian you guys are gonna hear from me. Oh, maybe in an intermission. Because we got ourselves actually a really close, really clutch duel. It's gonna be a Shadow Priest versus an Arcane Mage. To introduce you to Azina as a Shadow Priest, you're really squishy. Really squishy. But they do have the Void Shield from COS in order to create a little bit of tankiness for them. Dot heavy playstyle, lots of CC between stuns and silences, lots of defensives. Versus Goal and Fresh with some COS items as well for shields. An Arcane Mage, a buff stealing master. That's gonna be the caster duel, boys. One versus the other. This one is gonna be an extra long one. So both of you, good luck, have fun. It's gonna be an opener by Goal and Fresh. Try to see if he can land a polymer. Does land a polymer with the double blink, stealing every buff from Azina. Is he gonna go for big damage? Gonna go for cooldowns early. That's gonna be Azina. Trinket silence into Goal into a stun. Does get silenced as he goes behind the pillar. Does get the Mindbender in there though. Doesn't get the dots rolling. So Goal is just trying to Arcane Explosion around the corner. That's going to be still full Vampiric, full Void Eruption coming out. Full Azina is going to get as many insta-casts into Goal with Arcane Mists to fall. Azina doesn't have any way to deal with this right now. Doesn't have any silences, so for Goal, this is going to be some free casting time. Does get some dots, some damage. Is going to steal the buff from Azina immediately as soon as he gets a chance, I think, or just go through it. And Goldfish is just trying to stay on them as best as he can. Around the corner, Void Shield coming in for Azina as he does go for Vampiric Embrace. That's going to be Polymorph by Goal. Trying to Polymorph Azina so he heals while Polymorphed to burn through a Void Shield as soon as he can. Because with Void Shield, you absorb damage, but as well as healing. So if he Polymorphs him, let the Polymorph heal him. Polymorph heal, absorb the Void Shield, then hit him as soon as it's over. Then you basically get through Void Shield really quickly. But it's going to be Azina actually getting a big Void Eruption as Golden Fresh trying to get a Polymorph, but Azina not going to happen. So he has to resort to Arcane Explosions just to get any little bit of healing. Runs with the Azeroth traits, where on instant cast abilities, he gets a little bit of healing. And Azina is not going to let him get any kind of refuge at all. Even interrupt his evocation. Not even let him re-mana up. And Goal is desperately trying to land a Polymorph to catch a reset onto Azina. Not going to happen. Azina trying not to get interrupted at all. Was that actually an interrupt? Oh, it was actually a CS used by Golden Flesh. So that's going to be down on CS for a bit. Has cooldowns if he ever needs to. That's going to be big damage out of Azina as he does get a Void Eruption rolling right now. Is that going to be enough, though, for him? Golden Fresh does go for a bit of a... Sorry, boys. I saw a bug on my table. I'm just trying to kill it real quick. Is that thing dead? I'm going to put my wallet on it and sip it there. I just killed a bug. I'm sorry. You probably heard me thumping around on the table. Not a fan of bugs. Just a kill it really quick. Golden Fresh is going to be able to catch himself a little bit of healing, but comes in Azina, mounted up, ready to go. Try to get the VTs in there. Try not to get interrupted. He's going to get a silence at the Golden Flesh. Goal is going to try to get the Polymorph in there. Can he ever get it? As he's trying to go for an interrupt, I think, is going to get a Trinket out of that stun into a Fear. That's going to be dots up and running for Azina. Polymorph in, comes in. Does he actually get it? No. Greater Phase in, just so you can dodge it, and Goal is going to have to go for a little bit of a temporal. Does let a Polymorph Azina finally force him to Trinket out of the Shadow Priest right now. That's actually a lot of damage for Azina. Goal is going to get a cooldowns rolling right now. Big instant cast blast onto Azina. Void Shield is up and running. Is going to try to burn through with Arcane Missiles. Actually burn through Void Shield momentarily with Arcane Missiles. So much damage. Try to land a bit of a Mind Flick. Goal doesn't have a lot to really work with here. Azina does get himself Vampiric Embrace. Able to heal himself. And just spamming down Mind Blast as much as he can. Going to be Ice Block for Goal for a second. Just so he can get rid of all those dots. Does get interrupted with Azina. All he can do is really get the shield up and running. Going to be more blasts in there. Try to get a slow into Azina right now. Disperse coming out of the Shadow Priest, and Goal is still on the chase. Azina's going to get a lot of healing off of this. He's going to land a stun off of the Disperse immediately. Get those dots of the Goal into a Fear. Does have the Temporal. But Temporal doesn't really break. Or Temporal is not going to kill him that much because of the shields that he got. Does get an interrupt into Azina. No Shadow Cast for him for a while. He's trying to get this Arcane Blast in there. Actually, Azina was going to go forward, but Goal is just kind of juking about back and forth. Not letting him get any kind of line of sight. Azina is going to get that Vampiric Eruption going, cast some damage, but can he break through Goal's shields? He just has a billion shields. Does land a silence, Trinkets out of that silence, try to go for a heal. Does he have enough? Barely has any health. Does he have anything to work on this? Small shield coming in, and Goal doesn't let him go anywhere. Doesn't have any mana though. Try to see if he can get a bit of an MC in there. Does he land it? No, going to be a port back. Ports right at Azina with Mind Control actually going to connect. No Ice Block for this one. Azina's just going to have to walk him. We're just waiting for that Void Shield back up. 100% just waiting, trying to bide his time. Actually, a really close duel. It could be anyone right now. It looked like Goal was actually behind for a bit. Does catch an invis for a second. Roots out Azina out in the open. Oh my god, does he have enough damage? Greater Fate coming in. Azina's trying to bail out of there. Does he do it though? Does get a small shield. Goal, does he invis? He's invis again. He just invis the whole time. He always sneaks up on Azina. Trying to kill him with Arcane Explosions. Fear to follow. Into another mind control on his cooldowns. Mind control on cooldowns. Does he have anything to follow off that? Silence stun. Does land the silence into a VT. Mind Blast trying to come out. Does he get the Void Shield? He does get the Disperse though. As Dampening is finally rolling in. The healing from here on, boys, is just gonna get worse and worse and worse. Don't expect anybody to get any kind of big heals. That's what it's gonna be for all the marbles now. Goal trying to see if he can get some damage in. Does have temporal rolling. And just blink around Azina. Still has some cooldowns. Instant casting in there. Arcane missiles to follow. Azina is going to get the Greater Fate at the end. Is going to try to see if he can get himself a little bit of a heal. Does have a Vampiric Embrace rolling for a bit. Had at least. It's going to be a polymer for to the. No, not going to happen. Actually, Goldfish silenced himself with a trinket. Look at that. He burned through that Void Shield so fast with a polymorph. That is so nutty. That is so nutty. Mind's here for Azina right now. Gold still has a fair amount of healing though. Still has a fair amount of health. And Goal getting silenced out in the open. Still has a lot of health. Azina is going to go for a bit of healing right now. Well, he's got a stun into Goal. Finally able to get quite a bit of damage into Goal as he's just CC chained them. Is going to get a bunch of damage in there. Might want to dispel that shield. Might actually want to dispel all shields from Goal. If he has the mana for it. Because it might be a good idea. Let the dodge do work. Let the Mind Bender do work. But Goal is just going to steal Azina's shields instead. Arcane missiles to follow. Not enough to kill him, but gets him very close. Azina is desperately trying to recover as much as he can. Goal, finally, she's shields are not able to maintain him at all times. So he's actually going to take quite a bit of health damage. As long as his health goes down, he'll be in a bad situation. Trying to see if he can maybe get a bit of heal. And Azina is walking up, maybe to get some CC in there. Does he have anything? Greater Fate trying to bait out damage out of Goal. And he does. Go mind control. Gonna probably trinket out of it. As he has arcane power rolling. Doesn't want to trinket this though. He doesn't want to trinket it. His whole arcane power is getting wasted. That's another shield. Vampiric Eruption again into a silence. And Goal is just going to save it for a bit. He's just saving. He's just doing fine. He's going to save the chicken when he needs it. It's the gas coming in. Azina does have another Disperse though. Maybe Goal should have trinketed while he had the chance. Maybe should have trinketed. Not letting Azina get any line of sight. Ruin him out in the open. Another mind control trying to come out. It's going to be invis for Goal. Mind control doesn't happen. Trying to get the Shadow Man's and Goal is just burning through shields so fast. He just got a shield, maybe a small healing, just burned through it so fast. Another VT to follow. Mind Blast, Mind Flay. But he doesn't have anything left anymore, does he? There's another Vampiric Embrace to keep himself afloat. This duel almost been about a 10-minute duel, actually. Between these two wizards right now. Goal still getting the shield somehow out of nowhere. Trying to see if he can secure a kill with Arcane Missile Spam. Is going to trick it out of this. And it's going to get an interrupt onto Azina and the shouting spells for a while. Trying to get as much arcane damage as he can. This might be his moment. It's going to be a silence onto him. Goal as the Void Shield comes in for Azina. Going to be an Ice Block for Goal. Azina can't even heal. The Void Shield. He's actually burning through his own Void Shield right now for Goal. It's going to try to get away before Goal goes for big damage with a Fade. Azina getting blasted with Arcane Blast over and over and over, stealing more of those shields. Azina just keeps gifting those shields away. And down he goes. Goal takes the first and best out of 3. Is Bilbo trying to kill Divas? I mean, if those two want to duel, they can. Divas is going to open up onto Bilbo. Dampen is going to be pretty high. Haymaker to follow. And Bilbo's going to bail out for a second. With the Bastards chomping the Divas pretty hard. Stun to follow. Does he have a trinket for it? Does he use a trinket? Diva's trying to go for some big damage right now. Big ascendance as Bilbo expected. Bilbo needs to be aware of this though. Gets the defensive rolling. Mounting to Bilbo right now. Divas loses health really quickly and down it goes. Alright, but let's get another one going. Mage versus Shadow Priest. Let's go. Let's get in here. A 10-minute duel will give me a heart attack. Dude, I know, right? Or just imagine just how focused these guys are. Just like, just so focused. They're so focused. They got the mentality. The mindset of a god, I swear. The must-have. It is going to be Azina versus Golem Flesh. We are going to have Azina chaining up the strategy a bit. You see with Golem Flesh, there's a lot of absorbs, lots of shields everywhere, even stealing shields from Azina. And he could deal with a Void Shield very, very quickly. So maybe Azina could even drop Void Shield if he wants to. But he decided to go for a bit of a Siphon. If he can get a kick out of Golem Flesh, or Goal Nefesh. Oh, it's Goal Nefesh. I thought it was Goal and Fresh. for some reason. But he can maybe get some CC chain with that Siphon. That's actually damage to goal. Also stopping him from being able to heal for a bit. It's going to get a stun in the opener with the VT off to follow. Is he going to follow up with more CC? Goal is just going to get that opener. This is going to cleanse a lot of the buffs from Azina. Azina, I think, getting shields up and running, he might want to pop a shield on himself and take it away so that you don't give a shield back to goal. But at least he gives you that insanity. Gonna get a freeze onto Azina and the Mind Bender. I see he has cooldowns rolling with a Void Eruption. Void Form is getting a bit wasted and Gull is just gonna bail away from it as Azina's insanity is going down very rapidly at this point. Not gonna be able to maximize the damage and Gull is gonna get in there. He's not gonna fight him unless he got some big cooldowns. Ooh, lands that fear. But I think the dots actually break Golden Fish out. That's actually going to be full cooldowns that get completely obliterated by Greater Fate. Azina dodged it. Gold still has a couple of insta-casts in there though. So they got a couple bit of damage. And Azina is starting to take a heat, starting to use the pressure a little bit. Gold is going to get a trinket early off of that stun. So Azina can actually pull him on a full CC chain. Is going to get that Void Eruption rolling. With the silence, does Gold run away? He's just staying out in the open for a second. Mind Flick coming out and Azina's waiting for that Siphon. I'll be putting out Siphon a lot more actually. I'll be putting it down. Maybe have a perfect moment to use it. Now it's going to be separation for both of these two. Azina is not out of the fight. Looking fairly healthy. Gold doesn't have a lot of mana. Might go for that. He's going to go for food. He's not even going to go for a vacation. Although he's getting a little bit of mana without food as well, by the way. Going to be a polymorph onto Azina. Arcane missiles to follow. Not doing the most amount of damage. Doesn't look like Gold has. Oh, that was a proc though. Now that was a proc Arcane missiles. Doing quite a bit of damage there. What is that Arcane missile? That's insane. Stun on the goal right now. Put himself out in the open. Gonna be a Void Eruption for Azina. That's gonna just poke out, get the Void Orb in there. Does get a Siphon. Sounds of the Goldfish. Is gonna get the Mind Bender. The full trifecta of pets is up and running. He's gonna cleave that pet off, and it's actually gonna deal with a Mind Bender. How did that Mind Bender disappear pretty quick for goal? Did he just invis that thing or something? I don't understand. Gonna go for invis right now though. Or at least gonna get that invis with a defensive rolling, and Azina is gonna Greater Fate all those Arcane missiles. That could be a big potential damage for Gold to get through, and Gold is having to go for the Arcane explosions in the back just to get whatever healing they can. Wasn't even a case to follow. Micah's coming in for Azina. Gonna get interrupted on, and Gold is gonna go for some cooldowns right now. Big damage coming out. Azina has nothing for it as his silence into oh my god, into a disperse. That was perfectly planned by Gold. Perfectly planned by him. Waiting for the right opportunity. Does land a stun into a fear as Gold does get a trinket. No more trinkets for this mage for a while. So Azina could see him right. Gonna go for that silence. Gonna get the dots up and running. Needs to get a lot of resources though. He's gonna get the Mind Bender up a little bit early. And Gold is just gonna root the Mind Bender. Try to see if he can just poke Azina out. Void Eruption available again. He gets those Void Eruptions a lot. He needs to do as much damage while he can during the Void Eruption. Siphon coming down. Gold making sure to kill it ASAP. Shadow Man's coming in for Azina since Gold doesn't have an interrupt for a while. He needs to maximize damage while that interrupts. Mind control, controlling the mage for a bit. Just gonna walk him out for a second. Picking him out in the open. Maybe he can follow CC chain while he's out in the open. More Arcane missiles to follow. Azina has nothing for this one though. Into a stun. I feel like Azina definitely needs to make a macro where he puts up a shield, but can remove it instantly. So you can still get the insanity whenever he's away from goal. You know what I mean? Or maybe make two macros. One to put up a shield, the other to remove the actual shield itself. Silence into gold, maybe start to see if he can do some damage. Is he going to be able to do anything though? Arcane missiles to follow. Azina doesn't have a lot of health left. Does he have the void shield though? Is he going to go for it? He's going to try to see if he can get a fear. Mind control, no! Decided not to go with a void shield. And it looks like goal. As an Arcane Mage, it's kind of a hard counter for Shadow Priest. But at least we had these boys do it. Divas, hey, these guys actually can still duel for a bit without any kind of dampener for a bit. Son of Divas with the big Basilisk up here. Divas might want to just drop down a big stun totem on top of all the pets, honestly. Is going to drop down capacity totem, sending the pets. Trinket coming out for Bilbo as he's getting himself some cooldowns rolling. Maldic onto Bilbo. Divas doesn't have a lot of health to work with here right now. Trying to get the Storm Strikes in there from a distance with Ascendance. But I think Bilbo actually max range it, maybe. No, still getting the Storm Strikes. Not getting the biggest value out of him, though. It's actually going to bail out for a second. Bilbo still is out in the open. Turtle Shell available if he needs to. Actually, couldn't get Blitter right now. It's going to go for Fade Death. Not actually dead. Turtle Shell and the pets, I think it might be able to finish off Divas. Is he going to be able to do anything here, though? Is he going to be able to survive it? Big kill command. Divas does go down. Woo! Goddamn, boys! Oh my god. Why is Mr. Hunter so excited? The Shadow Presume is dead. Damn, boys. Well, those two played really well. That was actually fun as hell to watch between casters. But the Arcane Mage definitely did have an upper hand on the Shadow Priest. I actually really like the idea of Shadow Priest with Void Shield though in duels, boys. I actually very much like that. I very much like that. Good duel for the both of them. You guys put on a hell of a show. Alright, Ancient versus Cat Chicken. Who can get Ancient in the group?